Apple cider vinegar has gotten a lot of hype over the years for weight loss. And even though it might sound like a little woo-woo or a little strange, there actually are some science-backed benefits to using apple cider vinegar when you are looking to achieve a weight loss goal, when you do it the right way. So today I'm sharing 3 really simple apple cider vinegar recipes, as well as some science-backed tips to help you actually see the results you want when using apple cider vinegar. Let's dive into it. My name's Autumn and I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance, and today's video is sponsored by Element. More on them in a bit. Okay, the first fact you need to know before we dive into the first recipe is that apple cider vinegar alone won't do anything. The study benefits of apple cider vinegar are shown with 1 to 2 tablespoons of diluted apple cider vinegar. The benefits range from helping to balance and improve blood sugar levels to even possibly helping with achieving a weight loss goal. Now, the reasons why is that it could possibly help with carb metabolism. It could also be because of the acetic acid reducing our appetite, or it could be because of the blood sugar stabilizing benefits. Either way, apple cider vinegar has been shown to have some benefits. In fact, vinegar in general has been shown to have some of these same benefits. Even lemon juice has been shown to have a lot of these benefits. But we can't just expect to sip on some apple cider vinegar after having a plate of nachos and expect it to do anything. Apple cider vinegar is not a magic pill. It is a tool in your weight loss and wellness journey. Okay, so this first recipe is the most simple, but it's the one that I use the most often. And I call it the apple cider vinegar sipper, aka the ACV Sipper. This is what we use in every single one of our programs. Typically, I recommend having it 15 minutes for your first meal, which I'll get into why in just a second. But it's really simple. All you do is start off with about 8 ounces or more of water. You can use more if you like it more diluted. And then we just add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then I'm just going to put in a pinch of sea salt. And that's it. It's super simple. Cheers. Now, the second fact is also really important to consider before you use apple cider vinegar. But before we do that, I want to give a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Element. Element is an amazing electrolyte company that was specifically created with intermittent fasting, low carb eating, and athletes in mind. They actually contain the sodium, magnesium, and potassium to help balance out electrolyte levels, all without having any sugar. I love using Element because as a nutritionist, I know the value of having electrolytes. And before I started using Element, I was just using plain salt. And although that did have its benefits, I was definitely nowhere close to being consistent with it because it just simply did not taste very good. Element tastes so good. I am in love with their grapefruit salt flavor. It is my all-time favorite flavor, but they also come in a lot of other different flavors too. They have orange salt and citrus salt and raspberry salt. They even have a chocolate salt option that is really great with hot water to make like a hot chocolate alternative. Element just tastes great. It's so easy to use. It makes taking electrolyte actually enjoyable. And right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single-serve packets free with any Element order. It's a really great way to test out all 8 flavors. So you can get yours at drinkelement.com/autumn. This is only available through my link, so make sure to check out drinklmnt.com/autumn. The link is also in the description down below. Okay, the second fact is that timing with your apple cider vinegar probably matters. A lot of the studies done on apple cider vinegar have been done before a meal, usually about 15 minutes before a meal. Now, there are some studies that show just even using vinegar with your meal can be beneficial as well, like if you make a vinaigrette. So it seems like the timing of between 15 minutes for your meal or using it with your meal is ideal if you want to get the maximum benefits. Okay, the second recipe is great if you're like a kombucha fan because it actually has a very similar flavor. So we can call it like apple cider vinegar kombucha. Kind of. I mean, especially if you're getting an apple cider vinegar that still contains the mother, it has a lot of very similar benefits. So we're just gonna start off with sparkling water. I have a soda stream, which we use so much. We use sparkling water every single day. It's a great investment. And then just like with the ACV Sipper, I'm going to add in about 1 or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And remember, most of the benefits that have been studied are between 1 to 2 tablespoons, so you don't really need to go above that. Now you can have it just as is, but I'm just gonna add like a little squeeze of lemon in there. Lemon also has a lot of similar benefits to apple cider vinegar. Plus you get a little boost of vitamin C too. And we'll just fish out the seed that was in there. Okay, let's taste it. It is very similar to regular kombucha. Okay, the third fact is that you really should dilute it. Now, although extremely rare, having high amounts of vinegar can have some negative impacts, namely enamel erosion and GI upset. Now, the studies done specifically on enamel erosion are a little bit questionable because they were done not in a mouth, but actually soaking teeth in a solution of vinegar for as long as 4 hours. And saliva has this natural buffering impact with the acid. And most people are not gonna be like swishing around vinegar in their mouth for 4 hours straight, but either way, not diluting apple cider vinegar can definitely lead to some GI upset. I've experienced that before. Like, don't take a shot of apple cider vinegar. It's just not a good idea. That's why we like to use the ACV Sipper recipe that I mentioned earlier. Okay, this third recipe is like a wellness tea option, especially if you have a cough or if you're just feeling a little under the weather. So I'm starting off by simmering our standard ginger lemon tea. We pretty much always have a pot of this on our stovetop. It's just fresh ginger with fresh lemon, and we just let it simmer for a while to make sure that it's getting all of that ginger lemony goodness in there. This alone has a lot of great anti-inflammatory benefits, not to mention the gut health benefits, but we're also gonna get some additional benefits with the apple cider vinegar. This alone is so good. Okay, so I'm also going to add in a tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. And then a couple more things. I'm just gonna add in a splash, just like a little sprinkle of cayenne. You don't wanna overdo it. Cayenne always makes my throat feel so much better whenever I have like a sore throat. It has like this heating and cooling effect. And then I'm also going to add just a little bit of raw honey. Now, of course, this does contain some sugar, although the apple cider vinegar could theoretically help to balance that out. We're just gonna use a really tiny amount here. But using honey, especially if you have a cough, has been found to help reduce the cough severity and frequency, which is why if you're using this as like a wellness tea, it's a good option. And honestly, this is so much less expensive and so much easier than like going and get those like little wellness shots that are $4 for one of them. It actually tastes really good, and I can feel it just like soothing my throat. I'm not even sick right now, but it just feels soothing. Okay, a little bonus thing is that it could possibly help with acid reflux. Now, it's important to note that there's actually not any studies on this that I could find, but there is a lot of anecdotal evidence. Even for myself, this helped me so much during my first pregnancy. During my first pregnancy with Sage, I had a lot of acid reflux pretty much all throughout the day. It was so miserable. And the only thing that would help me is taking a little bit of diluted apple cider vinegar before every single one of my meals. Now, it could be because it helps with the digestion, that is possible, but another theory is that some types of acid reflux could actually be caused by not enough acid in the stomach. This might seem counterintuitive to need more acid to prevent acid reflux, but we do need a certain amount of acid within our stomach to actually trigger our stomach and the esophageal sphincter to close. And when it closes, it helps to prevent that splashback that causes the acid reflux feeling. So these are all just theories, although there's a lot of anecdotal evidence of it. Like I said, for myself, it really helped me during my pregnancy. So it's just a little like possible side benefit. Now, although apple cider vinegar is one tool, like I mentioned, it is just like one tool. It's not going to give you most of the results you're looking for. However, there are 5 really simple things that when done together help to get you about 95% of your results. So if you want to check out those details, you can find it with this video right here. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love the science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.